Good morning. Once again, welcome to my channel, Diaspora Journeys with Patricia. Please, if you haven't subscribed, share, like it, and tell others about Diaspora Journeys. My discussion today is that I want us to really get to understand why the diaspora has become of importance to the African countries of late. And I know when we say diaspora, there are very many definitions of the word, and it will change from context to context. So, with me, what I'm going to focus on is as diaspora are those who are of African descent and are connected or still have an interest in their motherland, Africa. So if you are working out in any part of the world and are sending remittances back to Africa and are collected as part of the data of the African remittances in the respective countries, be it Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya. That is my point of reference. Those working out in the diaspora and remitting back money back to their mother countries. So in the recent years, we've been hearing so much talk about diaspora remittances. So why is it of importance? I will just point out a few things I've just been able to research and find out here and there. And the first one is contribution of diaspora remittances to the GDP. And I know I'm not an economist. I am speaking the layman's language, but I'll try to use as much data as I can. So GDP, we understand, is the gross domestic product of a country. And I was looking into my country, Kenya, and the source of my data is the Central Bank of Kenya. And looking in the latest report of remittances, that is 2021 report, it was reported that Kenyans in the diaspora remitted a total of $3.718 billion. That's a lot of money. And that contributed to 3% of the country's total GDP. And honestly, that is a lot of money. So why is the importance? Not only Kenya, if we go to Nigeria, I can see that in 2019, the country was talking about a remittance of $17.5 billion. And in 2021, there's an estimated of $17.6 billion. And these are statistics from the World Bank. So why is it of importance that we start talking about the diaspora? It is one, diasporians are really contributing to the growth of our economies. And as we know, remittances, when we send back money back home, it is boosting the country's foreign exchange earnings. So which means we are trading better. We're increasing the spending power in the country. And that is good for an economy. So when we send money back home, that's what we are doing. We are strengthening the economy of our countries. So what is it that our countries should be looking at doing to boost these remittances, to make the remittances more better? And I saw something when I was when I was just researching through, and I saw that Nigeria has started a scheme, an incentive scheme where they are calling it Naira for Dollar scheme. And this is to promote and enhance the remittances by a diaspora to the people receiving in their respective country, meaning that for every dollar that somebody receives in Nigeria, they are going to give $1 back. No, 4 naira back. For every dollar, 4 naira is given to that person. So it's still new. It was just introduced recently, and they're seeing how that works. So is it the way forward? Is it something that other countries should adapt? Will it work? Is it a good scheme? So we always see something once we start. So they've started it. Let's see how it goes. But we need as much money as possible. This is about the country. As much as the country is looking for the remittances to enhance its foreign exchange earning and to boost its economy, what is in it for the sender? For those in the diaspora, what are they looking for? Again, I'll look at our Central Bank of Kenya did the research, and a survey on remittances, and the number one use of remittances was family support, which means many people out in the diaspora are feeding back they're sending money to the country to feed back their people, to provide for basic necessities, be it food, clothing, education, medical bills. So this is the biggest way that the money is being spent. However, the moment you step out to go to the diaspora, know that the clock is ticking. You need to start saving. So, what are the saving schemes that our countries are giving us in order to, to prepare for our future retirement? It's time that our governments really need to take stringent measures to ensure those in the diaspora are not losing out on their money, because we've seen schemes, investment schemes, which collapse and people lose a lot of money. We've seen schemes or real estate companies, and people had bought houses, invested and paid money, but a company just closes. So, what safety net is there for diaspora? We really need to have those conversations, and we really need, as countries in Africa, to look at ways of protecting those in the diaspora, that when they make investments back in the countries, they can look back years to come and say it was a wise investment. I didn't lose my money, and I have something tangible after my years of being out there. And for those who have investment opportunities, the research that I'm referring to, done by the Central Bank of Kenya in 2021, it shows that most of the people in the diaspora felt that there is no the community. Most of the investment companies are not giving information in real time. We need to up the way we do business. We need to up our presence. If you have a website, make sure it's on 24-hour call, because the world never stops. Time differences exist, and that is something you need to consider. If you're in real estate, make sure at midnight there'll be somebody to answer to the call if somebody gives a call to your establishment, because the diaspora, the time differences are diverse. 24 hours around the world, somebody is awake. So we need to make sure that our companies are present 24 hours. If it's emails, we need a consistency of somebody responding, because I remember when I was out in the diaspora, I would sometimes not get even a reply on email, and calls are expensive. Most of that time there was no WhatsApp call, which is a bit cheaper these days. But that kind of communication needs to be enhanced. You need to be real time. You need to be efficient, accurate, and present, and have products that the diaspora can relate to, because most people in the diaspora are looking for that which will sustain after they retire or after they come back home. Because as much as there are those who don't want to come back home, there are those who either want to come back home, or they will be forced by circumstances to come back home, because not every country that you go to work in has got citizenship. And I was in the Middle East, and they don't give citizenship. So at some point, you are going back home. So these are the preparedness. This is the preparedness we need to have to ensure that as much as we as the countries are celebrating and appreciating what we get from the diaspora, we are also inviting and make sure that those in the diaspora are protected, their interests are protected, and we are offering products and services that suit them. So, moving forward, as we continue with the diaspora conversations, let's think about this thing. Those in government, think how we manage the diaspora out there. Almost $4 billion is not little money. It's a lot of money, and we need to make sure that the diaspora is more involved in our governance, in our day-to-day than just remittances. So let us now really put the diaspora on the platform and see how we can really tap into this resource financially, in terms of their skills and their experience. It's a wealth of experience. So in the next video, I will have a discussion with those who want to go to the diaspora. What are you actually looking at? How much time do you have? So please subscribe to my channel, Diaspora Journeys with Patricia, and let's keep the conversations going. So have a good day. Thank you. God bless.